Hello guys, in this video we look into the topic heat. Okay, the topic heat which will be covered in your IGCSE exam and also SPM examination. Okay, for the IGCSE student, okay, you already had been exposed with this topic, which is heat, where you learn about the heat in your form 1. Okay, in form 1 uh, we have look into the definition of heat. So what is heat? So it is the type of energy. Okay, this type of energy, and the definition is the total kinetic total kinetic energy of atoms or molecules in a substance. Okay, and then in your form 1 also you had learned about temperature. Okay, temperature. So the definition that you use is the temperature is the average, okay, average kinetic energy in of molecules or atoms in a substance. Okay, heat total temperature is the average kinetic energy. What else? Okay, you also learn about thermal, okay, thermal or heat transfer, where there are a few processes that we had looked into, which is the what are the processes? Okay, the processes conduction, okay, conduction, and then we have convection, radiation, okay, radiation, and the last one is the process of evaporation, okay, evaporation. Conduction, you had looked into conductor, okay, conductor, and insulator, and what are the differences between these two kind of materials, okay, why it is a good conductor and why it is a good insulator. So that uh, basically what you had learned in your form 1, okay, in your form 1. So before we start with the topic of thermal physics, okay, of course you should know, okay, here we have kind of revision, okay, heat, okay, heat is, what is heat? Heat is actually is form of energy, okay, form of energy, okay? It is energy, heat, okay. Sometimes it is also known as thermal energy, okay, thermal energy, thermal energy. And then what about temperature? Temperature, okay, you can use the definition which you had learned in your form 1, which is the average kinetic energy of atoms or molecules in a substance, okay, in a substance, okay. So this one you can use in your IGCSM, but for SPM, okay, for your SPM, okay, normally the definition that we use for temperature is the degree of hotness, okay. So what is temperature? Temperature is the degree of hotness. So these are the two physical quantities that we have in thermal physics, okay, that we will look further, or we try to investigate in the thermal physics chapter. So first, let's look into heat, okay. So since heat is energy, is defined as energy, we know that energy is the derived quantity, okay, is the derived quantity, meaning that it is the combination of other base quantity by using the calculation method which is involved the division and multiplication. Okay, it is derived quantity. What about temperature? Temperature, okay, temperature is one of the base quantity. Okay, remember you have how many base quantity? You have 7, and temperature is one of the base quantity. Okay, so temperature based on its definition, okay, depends on depends the on the average kinetic energy. Okay, kinetic energy. Okay, remember kinetic energy always related to the motion or to the speed of the vibration of the molecules or atoms. Okay, when atoms or molecules vibrate uh, faster, then that's mean the kinetic increase, and when kinetic increase, we say that the temperature also increase. So that is how we relate temperature with kinetic energy. While heat, okay, heat, we will look further that heat will be influenced by something that we call as mass. Okay, mass, temperature. Okay, so heat depends on temperature and also the material itself. Okay, the material itself, where after this we look into one property of material which we call as specific heat capacity. Specific heat capacity. And then, since heat is energy, so the unit for energy is joule. Okay, the unit for energy is joule. Temperature, so SI unit for temperature, we know that it is Kelvin, or the absolute temperature, Kelvin, where the symbol is K. Um, and of course, you can measure the temperature by using the thermometer. Okay, we have thermometer in our lab, thermometer. And for heat, normally we use calculation. Okay, but outside our lab, we have something that we call as joule meter. Okay, joule meter. Of course, we don't have this kind of instrument in our lab. Okay, maybe you can Google it later. Okay, and look at this joule meter. Okay, what does it looks like in real life? So now we have the differences between heat and temperature, and hopefully by doing this you can differentiate between heat and temperature. It is not the same physical quantity. Okay, it is not the same physical quantity. Okay, to end this video, I would like to show you, okay, something which is needed in your KSSM syllabus. Okay, that is how we can convert. Okay, we can convert, or what is the relationship temperature in Celsius, okay, with the unit Kelvin. Okay, how can we convert degree Celsius to Kelvin or Kelvin to degree Celsius? Okay, so for that purpose, you will be given, okay, temperature in Kelvin. Okay, let's say the temperature in Kelvin is T equals to, okay, theta plus 273 Kelvin. Okay, we can make it bracket. Okay, so this unit, when we add these two value, it will become temperature in Kelvin, where theta, okay, theta here is equals to the temperature in degree Celsius. Okay, let's look into one example. Okay, so example, we have degree, or the temperature of an object is given as 120 degree Celsius. So what is the value of temperature in Kelvin? So by using this method, we can directly, we can straight substitute the value. So T equals to theta plus 273, and then we will substitute this theta. So theta equals to 120 plus 273, and then the answer should be 39. Okay, we will get 393 Kelvin. Okay, so this temperature 120 degrees Celsius is equivalent to 393 Kelvin. Okay, that is how you can find the value of temperature in Kelvin. Okay, what about if we want to convert from Kelvin to the degree Celsius? Okay, degree Celsius. Okay, we use the same formula. Okay, we use the same formula, but this time we want to find the theta. So if we rearrange this equation, let's make our theta as the subject. So theta equals to t minus 2773. Okay, so let's make an example here. Okay, so example, we have a temperature given for an object is equals to 450 Kelvin. Okay, Kelvin. So what is the temperature of this object in unit of degree Celsius? So how can we do that? Okay, we can take this equation. Okay, write this equation first. Theta equals to t minus 273. Okay, 273. And T, what is T? T is the, sorry, this is T. This should be T, symbol for Kelvin. Of course, we can put other symbol, no, but normally we use capital T. So T given is 450, substitute the value, minus 2773. And then we will get, so you can use your calculator since I don't have my calculator here. Okay, so 7, so here 14, 7, and here 3, 2, 1. So it should be 177 degree Celsius. Okay, so that is how we can convert between these two units. Okay, degree Celsius to Kelvin and Kelvin to degree Celsius. So you need to master this method. So that's all for this session, and thank you.